Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you? Okay. So we want to go straight away to advanced financial management. Advanced financial management. But before we do that, kindly let's get an audience. Let's get an audience. And remember, to build up an audience, it has to be teamwork between myself and, of course, yourselves, you great people. There are those students who are trying to join us through Zoom. Okay, I'm just not talking. That is why you can't hear me. We are not talking because we want to build the audience. We want to build the audience together. Let's build the audience. Let's build the audience. Very good. So how do we build the audience together? It's quite easy. You simply share. You share these on your timelines. For those of you who are watching us on FB and they happen to be students of RCM, we have a small challenge with our Zoom. So please, on your WhatsApp groups, just tell students here to go to AfriSchool's page on Facebook. They watch us straight away on the page, on the page. Okay, so if you allow me, I can see that number now is not bad. We are over 10 students online. I would want us to straight away look at these concepts of hedging, international finance, and I would want us to recap what we did in our last class. Now, ladies and gentlemen, international finance has got everything to do with what here? Foreign currencies. When we talk of international finance, foreign currencies must be used, must be there. So if, for example, you are told here, Mr. A expects to receive 50 million Tanzania shillings in a month's time. And then they've gone ahead to give us an exchange rate. The exchange rate which they have given us here is 20 to 22. Tanzania shillings per Kenya shilling. And then we are required to determine Mr. A's amount in Kenya shillings. Mr. A's amount in Kenya shillings. This is the concept that we were doing in our last class, that we did in our last class. And if I'm not wrong, I'm so sure most of you really understood. So I want us to recap a little bit, see how well we understood it and how well we have been able to retain this in our memories. So I'm giving you a few minutes as we try to also build the audience. Especially, I'm sympathizing with all those students of ours who are waiting for a Zoom password. How I wish they can just come and join us here live on Facebook. Okay, Great, 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 great. I can see the number growing. I can see the number growing, and I'm happy to see that my students of RCM are able to now join us live on Facebook. Live on Facebook. And I want to imagine you guys are happy despite what is happening. You know, like if you are a Catholic and you have missed, going out on a Palm Sunday, that is a serious, serious problem. But with all that, amidst us, we still need to be happy and thankful to God that we are alive, that this COVID thing will come to an end. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, before us, there is a very good question that we have here. Mr. A is a millionaire from the Tanzanian standards. This guy is a millionaire. Mr. A expects to receive 50 million Tanzania shillings in a month's time. The exchange rate has been given as 2022 Tanzania shillings per Kenya shilling. So required, give us A's amount in Kenya shillings. So I would want to do this question, but before I do it, kindly ensure that, let us get someone getting this answer right. I want to see answers being posted on the comment section. Let's get the answers being posted on the comment section. Unfortunately, today, unlike the Zoom platform, today I'm not able to see you. Everyone is able to see me, but I'm not able to see you. Quite unfortunate. So there is no interaction basically. And that is why the Zoom is much better. And it is the one that we normally use, only that today is a Sunday. And the person who normally fixes these things for us is not here. I'm actually trying to do these things by myself today. And of course, age is also not with me. Age has caught up. So these technological issues, I may have a little bit challenges here and there, but the good thing is that we are together. You are able to see what I'm doing. So I want someone to get a present today, the first student to get this right. The first student to get this right should get a present. Should get a present. Josephine Wanjiko, she's saying that I need to increase the volume. I don't know. I want to imagine by now you're able to hear me well. Daudi is following. Daudi is following. There is nobody who wants my present today. I only want you to convert this money to Kenya shillings, and then you get a present. Then you get a present. You get a present. I want somebody to get a present. I want somebody to get a present. So the one who will get this very fast, the one who will be the first to post this, I'll be able to give this student this advanced financial management revision kit. Advanced financial management revision kit for free. For free. Remember, these are books we sell at RCM for Kenya shillings, 1,100. If you are able, ladies and gentlemen, to get this particular question correctly, you post an answer there, and then you get this question correctly, automatically, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to get this book for free. But I can only give you a minute, more than a minute, of course, more than a minute. So remember the question we are doing is here. And this question, any student will be able to get it right, gets a present, a very good present. This present here, a book. Tumaini Amani has given us a figure of 1 billion. Tumaini, this is a lie. We have Pamela. Pamela has given us a figure of 2,272,727.27. Is there any other person? Orata has a figure of 1.1 billion. 1.1 billion. No, it can't be. You know, Tanzania shillings are weak. Changing to Kenya shillings, the answer which could be correct is this. Thank you very much for participating. Daudi Idao has the 227, the one that Pamela gave us, but now Pamela started. Pamela is the first one who got it then correct. Even Shindia has also the same figure. Thank you very much. Allow us now to do this question together and see who walks home with this revision kit. Very good. I can see now the correct answers coming. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have how much? Mr. A expects to get 50 million Tanzania shillings. And then the exchange rate given is this one of 20 to 22 Tanzania shillings per Kenya shilling. I know most of the times, very many students will have a problem. They'll tell you that whenever this expression is given like this, that the first figure here is Tanzania shilling and the second figure is Kenya shilling. No, both of them have the same expression, only that one of them will be a buying rate, another one will be a selling rate. A selling rate. So, ladies and gentlemen, this one by observation, we realize straight away that it is what we called in our last class an indirect quotation. This is an indirect what here? Quotation, where we are given amount of foreign currency that is required to buy a unit of home currency. Foreign currency amount needed to buy a Kenya shilling. Remember, we are in Kenya here, right? Now, given that it's an indirect quotation, the bank will buy high and they sell what? They sell low. If it's indirect, it's opposite. And if it's opposite, ladies and gentlemen, then banks will do these things also in an awkward way, in an absurd way. If it was direct, normally direct, we buy low and sell high. But if we get a quotation which is indirect now the banks will do the opposite. They buy at a higher rate and sell at a lower rate in order for them to make a profit. Listen to me very carefully. You can see here we have 20, 22. So now the higher rate becomes the buy. You must start by defining that. This becomes what here? The sell. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing that you're supposed to know is that we always go by the home currency. If the home currency, you are a Kenyan, the home currency is on this side. If the home currency is on this side, then the second figure, which is on this side, becomes the buy. Let me repeat this. If, for example, we were given like 100 to 101 Kenya shillings per dollar, US dollar. So in that case, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this is a direct quotation where they have where they have given us amount in terms of Kenya shillings, our home currency required to buy a foreign currency unit to buy $1. So if it is direct, banks will always buy here and they sell there. In my way of understanding this, whenever I see the Kenya shilling being on this side, I always even see this with my students in exam room. Whenever they see the Kenya shilling being on this side, they'll always do the hand like that. Kenya shilling is on this side. So the side of the Kenya shilling becomes what here? Our buy. So the Kenya shilling is the first currency on this side. So the first one here becomes buy. And automatically, if that is the case, then this becomes what here? Sell. Very good. So I don't know up to there whether my students have been able to follow, because this is the fundamental, this is the cardinal principle of foreign currencies exchange. Without knowing that, we would even better, down our tools in terms of teaching and you guys learning, we go to other things. Because I'll be wasting my time in terms of hedging techniques if you have not understood yet that concept. So I'm waiting to get comments, whether you are following on Facebook. Ask questions, don't fear anything. So Mr. Daudi is saying that he's the one who sent the correct answer. The very first to send the correct answer. That is something we should be able to really look at. Fortunately, Facebook normally gives us the timings. We'll be able to know who got the correct answer. We haven't even finished. Let Mwalimu finish. Let Mwalimu finish doing his, and then we'll be able to tell us whether he got it right or wrong. And who was the first. Okay, so here we are. We have been able to define the buy and the sell. So having defined that very well, now come and define the role of the bank. The role of the bank, the role of the bank, the role of the bank in this transaction. So Mr. A gets 50 million Tanzania shillings. He takes these 50 million Tanzania shillings to a bank. So the bank will be doing what? Who has this foreign good? The one who has the foreign good, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. A. Is the one who has a tradable commodity. So Mr. A is the one who has a tradable commodity. Remember, this is an exchange bureau in Kenya here. So it's the one, Mr. A is the one who has a foreign good. So therefore, the bank will buy. So the bank will buy the Tanzania shillings from Mr. A. From Mr. A at what rate? At 22 Tanzania shillings per Kenya shilling. So then if that is the case, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing that I will do is to go ahead and exchange. I'm exchanging these. So while exchanging this, there are so many ways of knowing whether you're supposed to divide or multiply. The ones who are multiplying, I know the mistake you did. If you see these are Tanzania shillings and these are Tanzania shillings, there is no way you can ever multiply the two, because if you multiply the two, like I saw Bwana Orata doing, if you multiply the two, you'll end up getting a currency which is Tanzania shilling squared. If you get Tanzania shilling squared, I'm so sure even Magufuli will chase you from his country, because there is no currency which can ever be squared regardless of how strong that particular country is. So whenever you see that these currencies here, like now, these are Tanzania shillings and these are Tanzania shillings, if you try multiplying them, you'll mess up. The only way out is to come and divide the two. You divide the two, and then you will end up seeing that the Tanzania shillings here will cancel out, leaving us with a currency which is what here, Kenya shilling. So we have here 50 million divided by 22, which gives us 272,727.73 Kenya shillings. Kenya shillings. The other way of looking at this is to come, ladies and gentlemen, here, and you do it the mother tongue way. tell us 22 Tanzania shillings equals 1 Kenya shilling. How about the 50 million Tanzania shillings? Like that. And then you cross multiply. It will be 50 million Tanzania shillings times 1 Kenya shilling all over 22 Tanzania shilling. So that the Tanzania shillings there will do what? It will cancel out, leaving us with 50 divided by 22 Kenya shillings, like that. So this is the correct answer, and I'm so happy because I realized that very many students were able to get it right, but we'd want to see who was the first student really to post the correct answer. So let's go to that particular post. We go to that particular post. We go to that particular post. And get to see who was the first one, to get it right. So if you are the first one to get it right, please raise up your hand. Yeah, Chebe Hair Butter says that foreign exchange has always been my stress in this unit, and now straight away you are in the right hands. Somebody who is able to see those comments there. Every school. Who gets this book? So Pamela, our answer came 11 minutes ago. Daudi, 13 minutes ago. Shindia, 12 minutes ago. So if there is anybody who is complaining, it is Daudi's answer which came in earliest. It is Daudi's answer which came in earliest, and Daudi now should be able to organize how he shall get this book. Or wait a little. Or Daudi, as usual, can we give a preference to ladies? I mean, ladies first. You Daudi, come and collect your book from me anytime tomorrow, or you tell us how it can reach to you. Very good, very good. Now, having gotten that very well, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us straight away to go now to a past paper question. We go to a past paper question. So in these past papers of ours, I would want us to look at May 2019, question number 4A. May 2019, question number 4A. For those of you who have these revision kits, go to page number 165. Page number 165. May 2019, question number 4A is here. Kadzenga Limited is a Kenyan company with a substantial proportion of its trade with companies in the US. Kadzenga Limited invoiced a US firm 60,000 United States dollars receivable 3 months from now. Then they're giving us additional information which is not relevant to us as per the forward contracts. So I'll go straight away to the next page. I can see the exchange rates have been given here. Exchange rates. So we have the spot exchange rates. If Kadzenga wants to exchange these US dollars today, then the bank has given him this. If it is 1 month's forward rate, if we want to come and exchange 1 month from today, they have given us this. And then 3 months, the rate is given there. So they want us to calculate the amount to be received by Kadzenga Limited using, number 1, forward contract hedge. Number 1, forward contract hedge. Remember in our last class, we looked at hedging techniques. And we were able to see two types of hedging techniques. I want to see whether the students who are really able to follow our online classes very well, who can remind us the two, or rather the three hedging techniques that we discussed in our last class. In those comments, if you can remind us in those comments, you'll also get your present. So in those comments, ladies and gentlemen, very fast, just write the three hedging techniques that we looked at in our last week's class. And if you're able to remember them very well, you'll also get a present, just as Daudi has already secured a present for himself. And please remember, as we do that, don't forget to share these on your timelines. Remember my normal phrase, even in classroom, my normal phrase, which I normally use in most cases, is to take care of your neighbor. Given the direction this COVID thing is taking, I'm so sure even if we go back to classes, you guys will never be able to sit closer to each other. I'm so sure now it will be either 2 meters apart, very far away. So when I talk of you taking care of your neighbor, please, your neighbor now can only be taken care of technologically. So go there and hit the share. That is how you know you love your neighbors. And if you do that, I'll be able to get straight out notification here that so and so has shared. Like all these friends of mine, none of them are shared. Shindia has not shared. Orata has not shared. Daudi, the man who has gotten my present, has not shared. Tumaini has not shared. Chebe, who is saying that this foreign exchange has really been a big problem to her. I've not seen you sharing. We have to take care of our neighbors. Our neighbors can only be taken care of if we touch the share button. We are sharing from AfriSchool's page. So I'm also sharing it at the moment. I'll go straight away and share it from AfriSchool's page to, for instance, I happen to be having very great friends over here. If you share very well, of course, as usual, like last time, I will be able to be with you for a long time. My motivating factor here is having this video being watched by over 2,000 people. 2,000 people. Now we have moved from that situation where we teach only 10 students. Now we want to enter international platforms. We want to become global citizens now, global lecturers, and we can only reach there with your help. So I can see there is a good comment which has come here, very good, from Orata Marita. So doing nothing, invoice all customers in one currency, and then we have forward contract. Very good, very correct. So the only thing you haven't done, Mr. Orata, is to share. Sharing is the only thing you haven't done. Otherwise, you will get my present. The only thing you haven't done is sharing. Fortunately, this thing has got a way of me knowing who has shared and who has not shared. Kamau Nimrod, do nothing, invoice all customers in one currency, forward contract. So who got this question right much earlier than the other? It is Kamau. Kamau, his message came 2 minutes ago, and the Orata's message has just come right now, 1 minute, 1 minute ago. Fortunately, this technology, there is nothing to debate about it. Orata, here you are down. It's Kamau. It's Kamau Nimrod who should call me after the class for a present, Very good. But Kamau, remember, you can only get that present also if you share this post. Very good. So we have here hedging techniques. Number one, as we've been told, you can decide to do nothing. Number two, we've been told you can decide to invoice all your customers. all your customers in one currency. In one currency. And then number 3, we have the forward contract. We have the forward contract. So in our last class, I told you very well that it is not all customers, it's not all companies, can afford to invoice all their clients in a single currency. And I gave you a very good example of companies that have successfully done that in Kenya. Like now we have the famous Panari Hotel, the famous Panari Hotel. The famous Panari Hotel, given its clientele and given the unique feature that I gave you, the one of ice skating, which they have there, they are able, ladies and gentlemen, here to charge all their clients in dollars. And I even told you why they are able to succeed that way. Straight away, it's because of the clientele that they attract over there, because of the ice skating. These guys are able to attract, expatriates. They're able to attract, in this case here, white people, etc., of course, in their pockets. What do they have? They happen to be having dollars. Now, we are talking of forward contract. This question, ladies and gentlemen, has asked us in Roman 1 to calculate the amount to be received by Kadzenga Limited using the forward contract. So 2 things. An examiner who asks you to use forward contract, ladies and gentlemen, an examiner who asks you to use forward contract is an examiner who is wishing you success. What you need to do, come and give us the amount. The amount in the question, Kadzenga expects to receive $60,000 from a US company. In how many months from now? In 3 months' time. Meaning that we have to go to a bank and agree on a forward rate. A forward rate, which happens to be what here? A forward rate, which happens to be, if you look at this book very well, we can't work with 1 month forward rate. Remember, this money is coming to this person called Kadzenga in 3 months' time. So you can only work with 3 months forward rate. The examiner will give you very many months, even 5, 10, to confuse you. What you need to do is to know when are we expecting to receive this amount. So the amount will be received, $60,000 in 3 months. The examiner is categorical. He has told us, receivable in how many months' time? 3 months' time. So if it's 3 months' time, so the exchange rate will be 101 to 102 Kenya shillings per dollar. So ladies and gentlemen, if that is the case, please look at the expression. It's Kenya shillings per US dollar. So if that is the case, then Kenya shillings, where are they? On this side. If they're on this side, you simply shake your hand like that. Doesn't matter whether you're doing a CASNEB exam, you simply shake your hand. So long as you don't hit your neighbor, you shake your hand. So Kenya shilling is the first one here, so straight away, that will mark my buy. And the other one becomes what here? Sell. And then you will go ahead, of course, having identified this, don't forget the role of the bank. So in those comments, I would expect a good student to give me the role of the bank in this Kadzenga's transaction. What role will this bank play? Somebody in those comments. Please give me the role of the bank. And please don't forget to share. I can see in this case here, these great students, they are sharing. Yes, I can see. Yeah, Moses Karanja, you did very well. You spoke of do nothing, but unfortunately, you only spoke of only 1, and we wanted you to speak of 3. So straight away, even Rachel Kemuma, the do nothing, you will get straight away nothing at the end of the day, because we said you are to write 3. You've written only 1, but you've tried. The only thing that most of you guys have not done is to share. Especially these students of mine who happen to be knowing their mwalimu in person, they need to toe the line. When I meet them next time, I will punish them. Remember, our punishment, as usual, is to send you to bring your parents to watch this clip online, right? Anyway, I'm waiting for that student who will be able to give us the role of the bank in the comment section. in the comment section. I'm waiting for two things. That student will be able to give us the role of the bank. What role will the bank play in Kadzenga's scenario? And then number two, I'm waiting for each one of us to share. I'm not seeing any comment about the role of the bank. You know, the bank can either buy the foreign currency or they sell. The bank does two things. It's a medium of exchange. So it's either they buy the foreign exchange or they sell. Either they buy or they sell. Either they buy or, very good. I can see Josephine Wanjiko. The role of the bank, because this happens to be a direct quote, the bank will buy at a lower rate and sell at a higher rate. Anyone else in this case here who has a different argument? If you are agreeing with what the lady has told us, what Josephine has told us, we simply say we are agreeing with Josephine, or we are disagreeing with Josephine strongly. You know, I love finance. Finance is my subject. Okay. I'm waiting for one more comment to see whether my students are following. Otherwise, it will be a waste of your bundles if I'm not able to engage with you. I'm reading comments here. So far, there is nothing. But the most important thing, which is really making me happy, I can see we have 27 shares. 27 shares, meaning that most of the people who are online have really shared this. Now, this lady is a bright lady. She has been able to know one thing. Now, if you look at this, we have said the bank is going to buy at a lower rate and sell, in this case here, at a higher rate, because it's a direct quotation. But now, most importantly, Kadzenga is going to receive. Kadzenga is the one that has invoiced. Kadzenga, we are told here, Kadzenga has invoiced. Kadzenga has invoiced a US firm $60,000 receivable in 3 months' time. So I can see that money. I can see that money going away straight away to Kadzenga. So Kadzenga will receive $60,000 and Kadzenga seemingly is an organized person. So he'll put, in this case here, that money in a briefcase and go with this money to our best bank in Kenya, which is Equity Bank. So they'll go straight away to Equity Bank. Kadzenga will go straight away to Equity Bank with the money. So he's the one who has a tradable commodity. He's the one who has a commodity to be bought. So in short, the bank will buy. So the bank here, the bank will buy the US dollars, and fortunately you have been able to define the buying rate. Will buy the US dollars at 101 Kenya shillings per dollar. 101 Kenya shillings per dollar, at 101 Kenya shillings per dollar. We have Clara Kyoko saying the bank will buy US dollars from Kadzenga. Now, there is a student some time back here was making an argument that the bank is also going to give this gentleman some Kenya shillings. And I gave you a very good illustration in our last class. Remember the Kenya shillings, this basically currency is a medium of exchange. You can't say you are selling Kenya shillings, no. We are looking at the one who has this foreign currency is the one who has like the cow now. Foreign currency is the commodity to be traded. So Kadzenga is the one who has the money. The the foreign money. So therefore, the bank will buy this foreign money from Kadizenga. Now, having understood this and having chosen a rate, so could you kindly go ahead and exchange? And then you give us an answer in the comment section. Go ahead and exchange, and then you give us an answer in the comments section. So we are waiting to see the answers. The students who have been able to exchange. So for the students who are following us online, perhaps who are in very far away counties, we have AfriSchool, which is our platform for selling online content, online materials. So what we have done, like now for advanced financial management, I've been able to record videos for the entire syllabus. And of course, we've kept them very well in our website. You only pay us Kenya shillings 3,500, and then we give you access to our videos. We give you access to our videos. So AFM, 3,500. And once you buy these AFM videos, we'll also recommend this particular book to you. Yeah, because most of the videos that have been shot there, they're in the context of this book. So you need to get this book for 1,100 Kenya shillings. Once you buy them, now that we have a closed school year, once you pay for them, we'll be able to organize how you're going to get the books in whichever account you are at. Even for the students who are in Nairobi around here, remember right now there are no classes. So we expect you to buy AfriSchool's content, because from next time, from our next lesson, we'll not be airing this thing on Facebook. This is the last time that I'm going to air this particular content on Facebook, which is a free of charge channel. So as I make that, of course, I expect you great guys must have gotten an answer. Daudi is getting 60,000, but I'll not give him a mark. I can't even give him a present for that. Why? Because Daudi has forgotten to tell us whether that 60,000 is a cow. Is it a goat? You know, this is a currency question. And if it's a currency question, you must always define the currency, the figure that you have. It is which currency. So here we have 101. Even George is making the same mistake. When we are marking at CASNEB, if you give us any question on foreign currency, figure on foreign currency, and you have not stated the currency, we don't give you a mark. You lose a mark for the answer. You must always define. Tell us what do you have there. So it is 101 Kenya shillings equals $1. How about 60,000. How about 60,000 US dollars? So when you cross multiply, you will get 60,000 times 101 divided by $1. So the dollars will cancel out, and whatever you will get here will be 60,000 times 101, which gives us Kenya shillings 6060, like that. Thank you very much. 6060. So Orata Masita got it very well, but never. He also forgot what year? The Kenya shillings. It's only Betty Chepto who was able to write their 6060 Kenya shillings, but all the others never did that. Now, before I go to money markets, I would want to give you another question. We do it together. This is a question that never misses in your exams. Never misses in your exams. Cannot miss. Yes, look at November 2017. For those of you who have got past papers, November 2017. Look at November 2017. Look at November 2017. For those of you who have got these great books, RCM's books, you simply go to page number 170. November 2017, question number 5B, page number 170. Page number 170 of this book. You'll be able to see this question of Jackie Maribe. Jackie Maribe. Are we there? For those of you who do not have the book or who don't have a past paper, I've been able to put the question for you here. Jackie's Limited. Jackie's Limited. We're told there that Jackie's Limited is a company based in France where the euro is widely used. The euro is widely used. The company has recently imported raw materials from the US and has been invoiced for US dollars 240,000 payable in 3 months' time. In addition, the company has exported finished goods to the USA and Australia. The customer in the USA has been invoiced for US dollars 69,000 payable in 3 months' time, and the Australian customer has been invoiced Australian dollars 395,000 payable in 4 months' time. The current spot and the forward exchange rates are given below. You can see the 3 months forward. You can see the 4 months what year forward. And then the others are what year spot. They've given us the current money market interest rates per annum. This one is quite good, but we shall be using this information in money markets, which is a lending platform. So they're asking us to do something very easy to show how the company can hedge its foreign exchange exposure using the forward market cover. Forward market cover is the same as forward contract. And then we have money market here. So they want us to look at the forward market cover. Forward market cover. And basically, I expect you guys, as usual, as my good students, to get me started. So you can see here, they are talking of 2 periods. They're talking of 2 periods. We have 3 months and then we have 4 months. There is no way we can mix the two. So the first thing we shall do is to do a forward market cover for how many months? A forward market cover for 3 months. We shall come and calculate a forward contract receivable or payable for 3 months. Please let us try doing that for 3 months. So for 3 months, what do we have there? So please remember, the biggest favor you can do Mwalimu this afternoon is to share this particular video on your timelines. Share this particular video on your timelines. The moment you do that, you also get a present. I'm a man who gives presents, by the way. Share. Invite all those students or colleagues of yours whom you know AFM has really been a big problem to them. Would want them to see what AfriSchool does. So where are we? AfriSchool's page. Sharing AfriSchool's page. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a straightforward question, really. So what I'll do, I'll come here and talk of 3 months. And then we have what here? We have 4 months. Before I tackle it, I mean, for 3 months, is there somebody who was able to get an answer? For 3 months, is there anybody who was able to get an answer? For these 3 months, is there somebody who was able to get an answer? I want to see whether my students are really following. On the comment section, on the comment section, on the comment section, on the comment section. So 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We've been told that Jackie's Limited is a company based in France, where the euro is widely used. So the home currency is the euro. The company has recently imported raw materials from the USA and has been invoiced. So the company has imported. When we import, we are required to pay. So I can see a payable of 240,000 in 3 months' time, dollars. In addition, the company has exported finished goods to the USA and Australia. The customer in the US has been invoiced for US dollar 16. So here we have exported. We have exported. In addition, the company has exported finished goods to the USA and Australia. The customer in the USA has been invoiced $69,000, which is payable in 3 months' time, so along the column of 3 months. But remember, this is a receivable. Why is it a receivable? Because we are told here, ladies and gentlemen, that in addition, the company has exported. When we export goods, we expect money to come. So we're going to receive this money. And then we are told here the Australian customer has been invoiced Australian dollars of 395,000, payable in how many months' time? 4 months' time. So in 4 months' time, out of our export to Australia, we have a receivable of 395,000 Australian what here? Dollars, Audi, Australian dollars. Now, whenever these currencies are the same and they happen to be coming at the same time, we need to combine them. So of course, as I combine them, it's not lost on me that one is on the other direction because one is a payable and the other one is a receivable. So I need to subtract. So 240,000 and 69,000. So that gives us what figure? It gives us $171,000. And the net happens to be what here? A payable. The net happens to be a payable. The net happens to be a payable. A payable, why? Because payable here is more than the receivable. So now this is the amount which they expect us to hedge using forward market cover, using forward what here? Forward contract. So this is the amount they expect us to hedge using the forward contract. I want to see whether there is a student who has gotten it right even before I get to do the question. I can see Samuel. Okay, just want to see whether there is anybody who has been able to get it right even before I do it myself. Even before I do it myself. Now I can get some misconception here. Ward Nyarindia is saying, I agree. The bank will always, please never put that term here, always. The bank will always sell. No, no, no. It depends on the quotation. There are quotations where the bank will sell at a lower price, what we call indirect. Thank you very much for that comment. It will help somewhere. I can see hair butter, Chebe hair butter, giving us a figure of 179,622. We'll see. DK Mayo, yours was overtaken by events. I never saw it. Aha. So it's only one student called Chebe hair butter. She must be selling hair butter. So you need to get in touch with her, meaning she's a good marketer online. She's able to identify herself with the product she's selling. Now, here for 3 months, you have to come and look for the 3 months forward exchange rate. The 3 months forward exchange rate we are given here is 0.9520 or all the way to 0.9525. Don't forget, it is US dollar per what year? Per euro. US dollar per euro. So in this sitting, so many students after exams came really complaining. But Mwalimu, they gave us a very good question. But I never saw Kenya there. You don't have to see Kenya here. These people will always define your residence. Like now here they have told us Jackie's Limited is a company based in France where they use the euro. So now think like somebody who comes from France. So your home currency is the euro, and the euro happens to be on this side. And if it's on this side, we say if it's on this second position here, so automatically the higher figure becomes buy. The other one becomes what we call what you say? Sell. And then now from there, you will come and define the role of the bank. The role of the bank in Jackie's case, I cannot continue before you tell me exactly what the role of the bank is. In those comments there, please tell me what the role of the bank is. In the comment section, tell me the role of the bank. What is the role of the bank? What is the role of the bank? In the comment section. Tell us the role of the bank. And thank you very much for your participation. Your participation today is unparalleled. This is the first class that I've ever taught where I'm seeing up to 30, actually 40 comments. 40 comments. So please comment. Don't fear commenting. Don't fear commenting. If you're not able to follow, tell us straight away there is a problem. Repeat something here and there. And we shall be able to do exactly that. And please remember that this free class is coming to you live from AfriSchool. AfriSchool doesn't give free classes often. We happen to have enclosed some very important videos for you, which we have put in our website. You only pay us Kenya shillings 3,500. The moment you pay us Kenya shillings 3,500, we shall be able to give you access to our pre-recorded videos. Which you'll download and subsequently watch them without internet connection. It can't get any better. If you complement that with, of course, RCM's revision kits, you cannot go wrong. When you get that message from 2558, that message will be a message which will make you to smile. That is a number which normally CASNEB uses to give you feedback about your exams. It's 2558. I'm aware of some students who normally send a message to 2558, and when they get a response from 2558, they work with that message for a whole week without opening the message. There is even one who, after a week, brought me a message. The student wanted me to open the mail, but you see, I could not do that because you are the one who sat for this exam. Why should I be the one opening your message? So if you don't want embarrassment, you need to straight away join these Afri-School classes, online classes, where we have said we will charge you 3,500 Kenya shillings. And then on top of that, you also need this premium brand books, RCM revision kits. They cost 1,100 Kenya shillings only. So I'm really looking for the students. I'm looking for the students who will be able to do what? Who will be able to tell us the role of the bank. In Jackie case, role of the bank, I've not seen any comment. The role of the bank. The role of the bank, I'm trying to go. So very good. Rachel Kemuma is saying that the role of the bank is to buy from Kadizenga, is to buy from Kadizenga the dollars, is to buy from Kadizenga the dollars. I totally disagree with that. Because Kadizenga this time round does not have dollars. Now, I would want to give you a shortcut for you to remember this. For all receivables, in this case here, the bank buys. Please write that somewhere there, that for all receivables, the bank does what he buys. And for all the payables, the bank always does what he sells. So Madam Kimuma, if you look at this very well, this lady who happens to be somebody who stays in France does not have the dollar. She's needed to pay the dollars. And she's a person who stays in France. So what she'll do is to go to a bank and ask for what she'll do is to go for a bank and ask for the dollars from the bank. So the most important thing is for you to know that this is a net payable. It's a net payable. And if it's a net payable in foreign currency, then you need somebody to facilitate. You need somebody to come and give you the foreign money for you to be able to pay your foreign creditor. So if it's a payable, the bank always sells. So this is a payable, and therefore the bank will sell. The bank will sell. So the bank will sell. And if the bank is going to sell, ladies and gentlemen, if the bank is going to sell, it will sell at what rate? Already you have a figure which is $0.9520 per euro. So then go ahead and exchange. So you're saying $0.9520 equals 1 euro, and this lady warrants $171,000. So go ahead and exchange. Go ahead and cross multiply. So it'll be $171 times 1 euro all over $0.9520. So then these will end up giving us 171,000 divided by 0.952, which will give us 179,622. You know, the dollars will cancel out, euros like that. And that is the answer for that question. I've fully done these questions there in this revision kit. I've done the questions in the revision kits. What you need to do is to buy the revision kits, and of course, you'll be able to supplement that with Afri-School's videos, Is there anybody who was able to get this question right? So now, lastly, we happen, ladies and gentlemen, to be having this concept of 4 months. The concept of 4 months. Where this good lady of ours expects to receive 395,000 Australian dollars, and you are required to hedge this. using the forward contract, So then these has to be the 4 months forward contract. I would want to give you like 2-3 minutes. You give me this answer because now you guys happen to be having the 4 months forward contract rate. You can see the 4 months contract is here. The 4 months contract is there. So I want to give you 4 minutes. You try it and ensure that you get it right for you to get a present. Today, I'm in the mood of giving presents. Thank you very much for the shares. I can see 70 shares. That is brilliant. That is very good for me. Very good for us at AfriSchool, really. Very good. Very good. So I'm waiting for the last answer. The last answer for these 4 months, using still the forward market cover, I can see 54 comments. So remember our number at AfriSchool for any issues you may want, inquiries you may want to make at AfriSchool, be it about the books, be it about the videos. Our number is 0700 220 221. 0700 220 221. Moses Karanja is telling us that for these 4 months, the euros will be 770, 645. That is correct, even from the revision kit. The answer is 770, 645. Great. So Mrs. Karanja has been able to do a very good work and gotten that question, that part correctly. I want to see whether there is another student who will be able to get that before I tell you what we shall do next. So before I tell you what we shall do next, so then I would want to leave that to you as a homework. as a homework, because I can see my brothers who are Islam, who profess the Muslim faith, telling me, Mwalimu, this is lunch hour and our prayers are supposed to be on. So through our WhatsApp groups, I'll also be telling you when we shall be meeting next. So just be keen, stay connected with us. Students who are outside there would want to enjoy these kind of videos. We have given you a number to call, 0700-220-221. And remember, as you buy the videos, don't forget to buy this particular Water brand, RCM CPA books. They're the best. Now that most bookshops are closed down, all you need to do is to give us a call and we shall be able to assist you. Otherwise, thank you very much. It has been a blessing having you around here. Enjoy your Palm Sunday. This is a blessed week. Thank you very much.